Hello, my name is Badio Mara, and welcome to the course Enterprise Cyber Law and Compliance Strategies, CYB 630. Okay, I will be looking at understanding of fair information practice principles and how it compares to other policies and cyber laws. And then finally, I will also take a look at how the federal agencies can make use of this principle to help facilitate the protection of personally identifiable information. So the Fair Information Practice, also known as the Fair Information Practice Principles, is a set of 8 principles regarding data usage, collection, and privacy. They were published in the 80s by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, and several countries signed on to it. Now, some countries have kind of incorporated it into a legal framework, but others have not. Now, some of these principles, of course, talks about transparency, making sure that people know what organizations and government agencies are doing in terms of collecting our personal information, making sure that we participate in that data collection process and that we can access it when there is need, understanding and knowing why some of this information are collected and what they are used for. Again, the other thing is limiting how much it is collected and shared with other organizations or entities. This particular area has become very problematic because a lot has been collected and sold by private entities. And so adhering to this principle has become really very critical. And as we will see, it has informed some of the newer regulations, like talking about the GDPR, for example, picks a lot from this principle. The data quality and integrity is another principle, security, accountability, and auditing and assurance, basically making sure that remedies are put in place to safeguard people's private information and that they don't end up in the wrong hands. In terms of comparison with other policies and laws, Fair Information Practice Principle, of course, it's not a law, right? It's a policy that is intended to guide how information is collected. And it's much broader, okay? It's some of the other policies, laws, and regulation are more narrowly tailored to cater for a specific area of functionality. The other fundamental difference is that the Fair Information Practice Principle, like I said, are not legally binding. Some countries voluntarily adopt them and accept them, convert them into laws, but other countries don't. And that brings some kind of challenges in terms of legality and enforcement and all those, but that's beyond the scope of this discussion. Now, how can the federal agencies make use of Fair Information Practice Principle, specifically in protecting the personally identifiable information of individuals? And this is very, very important. This principle really strengthen the privacy protection of those that we entrust with our data, especially the federal agencies. And it helps them to improve their ability to respond, share what they have collected with other law enforcement agencies where it's needed. The implementation of the principle also reduces the risk of leakages and accessing of this sensitive information without authorization. And the federal agency can actually help improve this and safeguard these leakages by allowing individuals access to this information. So for example, they could create a website or make available phone numbers that people can actually call in and check what kind of information about them is being collected, what is it being collected for, who are the people they share with and for what purposes, and if they can have a copy of what is collected about them. I think in a summary form, that's what this important principled fair information practice is all about. Thank you so much.